If you're married or in a civil partnership, you may be entitled to a tax refund of up to £1,220 by claiming the marriage tax allowance, something 2.4 million qualifying couples miss out on. It's really easy to apply for and take advantage of if you meet the criteria. Claiming the marriage tax allowance is just one element of a great tax year-end planning, but it can be done at any time. Now, to qualify, you must be married or in a civil partnership. One of you must be a non-taxpayer. Well, that means that you earn less than the personal allowance of £12,570. And the other of you must be a basic rate taxpayer earning less than £50,270 as the rules stand currently. If you're a higher or additional rate taxpayer, I'm afraid you're not eligible for this allowance. You must both also have been born on or after the 6th of April 1935. If you meet all of these criteria, the lower earner can apply to transfer £1,260 of their personal allowance to their spouse or civil partner. If your application is successful, you will automatically get the tax break each year going forward, unless you advise HMRC that your circumstances have changed. So there is no need to reapply. In the 2021 tax year, the marriage tax allowance is worth £252. That's the amount of tax that you will save. And the great news is that you can backdate your claim for up to 4 years too. And the amounts for each tax year are worth up to 2021 tax year, £250, 1920 tax year, £250, 1819, £238, and 1718 tax year, £230. And that's a total of £1,220 if you claim for the current tax year and for the previous 4 as well. You don't have to make a special application to backdate your claim. It will happen automatically as long as you met the eligibility criteria during those preceding years. So, how is the marriage tax allowance calculated? Well, the marriage allowance for the 2021 tax year is £1,260, and the government has frozen it at this level until 2026. The partner who has an unused amount of personal allowance can transfer £1,260 of their allowance to the other. So basically 10% of the full allowance. They can only transfer £1,260, no more, no less. So let's take a look at an example. Paul, who works part-time, earns £5,000 at his local greengrocer, and his full personal allowance for the year is £12,570, so he has plenty of spare allowance to transfer £1,260 to his wife. Paul's wife, full-time Freya, is a software developer, and she's earning £35,000 a year and is a basic rate taxpayer. So her personal allowance increases by £1,260 to £13,830 when Paul chooses to make his transfer. So she has an extra £1,260 which she would have paid tax on at 20%, but is now tax-free. So she's £252 better off. Now, when will you get your money? Well, it depends on which year you're claiming for. For the current tax year, the higher earner will simply pay less tax on their income. And this is done by changing the higher earner's tax code. The spouse who transferred their personal allowance will also receive a new tax code from HMRC. This normally only takes a couple of days, so the changes should come into effect pretty quickly. If you're self-employed, the higher earner's self-assessment tax bill will be reduced as HMRC will take into account that you've got a bigger personal allowance. If you are backdating your claim, you will receive a payout from the HMRC for the previous years within a couple of weeks of making the claim. Remember, it's the non-taxpayer who needs to make the claim. There's a link in the description below to the online application form. You will both need your national insurance numbers and proof of your identity, such as your P60 or your UK passport details or one of your 3 most recent payslips. The marriage allowance is a small tax break, but an easy one to apply for if you're eligible, and something you really should consider as you approach the tax year end. Thank you so much for checking out my YouTube channel. I'm Justin King. I'm a chartered and certified financial planner, and my aim is to help people live successful lives. And in my experience, that often involves understanding your money. I really do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please press the like button to help more people like you find my channel, and subscribe so that you get notified of when I put out new videos. For now, I'm Justin King, helping you live your best life.